A quiet night took a strange turn when a young boy, fast asleep on the couch after sneaking out to watch TV, left his father, Oscar Nunes, with an unsettling discovery. Before this video was recorded, the father had seen something quite strange happening in his house. An infestation of flies, most of which were surrounding the house. But the strangest part about this was that not a single fly was inside the trash bin right next to their home. The family believes this may have some connection to the fly incident. The son was sound asleep when this was captured. Upon checking the cameras, Oscar saw this, a figure standing in the hallway. No one else was awake at the time. It was 3 in the morning, and something appeared in the dark. The figure, or entity, just stood there without moving an inch. But the creepiest part of all, the figure somehow vanished into nothingness, leaving the hallway empty compared to before. Oscar was surely creeped out by this footage. Like his family, he believes this incident might be connected to the fly infestation. Paranormal or not, these occurrences are undeniably creepy. This next clip shows a guy recording around his room, calling out to someone. According to him, he feels some kind of presence outside his room. The guy's name is Abdullah, and he has been uploading a bunch of videos on Instagram, claiming that weird things have been happening inside his house.
Assalamualaikum. So, मैं भी सोया हुआ था तो मेरी जस्ट अभी आँख खुली तो मुझे ना मेरे बेड का जो साइड टेबल है ना वहाँ मुझे ये वाले बांध पड़े उन्होंने मैंने रात को शायद क्लिक में से गलती लगी होगी.
In the caption, he wrote, "Few days back, I found some hair on the side table of my bed. They aren't from anyone in my house. I'm sure of that because I asked everyone about it, and what's even stranger is the smell." According to Abdullah, there has been a sharp smell all around his house, but he has no clue where it's coming from. While he was worried about this, the very next night he recorded this.
अपना नाम बताओ पहले मुझे. अपना नाम. मेरा नाम अब्दुल्ला. अपना नाम बताओ. तुम्हारा. अब्दुल्ला मैं हूं, तुम नहीं हो. नहीं खोलना मैंने.
At first, it sounded like a woman outside knocking on the door, but as the knocks grew louder, the voices outside became scarier and more disturbing. Eventually, Abdullah sought solace in prayers, stammering in fear, but the weird things didn't stop. A couple of days later, he heard this.
Listen it carefully. This voice was coming from my balcony.
I don't know that you guys can hear it or not, but I'm just hearing some screams.
As for the latest update, when he woke up for his morning prayers, he heard some strange sounds. When he grabbed his camera, this is what he captured.
I woke up for Fajr and I heard something, but then this shadow just passed in front of me.
It looked as if some kind of entity passed by very quickly. Abdullah was left in shock, as all of this was happening at 3 Uhasor in the morning. For now, according to Abdullah, he has been living alongside whatever entities are present in his house, while people in his comment section remain terrified. The following video was uploaded by a user on Reddit and shows a house from far away. It looked like 2 youngsters were recording the house because they had probably noticed something unusual. This is what they recorded.
What the fuck was that? No, it's not doing it. Once we fucking points it out. And once I get out the fucking camera, and then you can see the light. Oh my fucking god! What is
What
that?
the fuck?
No, that's too fast to be a
That's not
person.
a fucking,
And that's an entire,
window.
that's an entire fucking room up there.
No.
And that's taller than the actual fucking roof.
At first, everything seemed normal. But then, a few seconds into the video, something passed by the window very quickly, startling the kids. Still, they kept recording, only for the shadow to appear in the window again.
And it's not a shape of a person either. What the fuck, bro? What the fuck is that?
And it could be part of a fan, but it would be going the
Yeah.
same amount of time. It's different times each time. What the fuck?
Even to the kids, it didn't look like a person. However, the video ends right after that, leaving us to wonder what exactly was in that attic window. On February 7th, 2023, footage from a security camera was shared by Nicole White, who to this day has no idea what was captured. Nicole explained that the video was recorded when her brother and sister were setting up a surveillance camera inside her house. Looking closely, a creepy, goat-like apparition appears over her brother's shoulder. It's there momentarily before vanishing out of sight. Whether or not it shares a resemblance to a goat, there's no denying that a distinct outline of some figure is seen. According to Nicole, if you look closely, you can make out a pair of horns and nails. This might be why she compares it to the goatman, an urban legend about a creature that is both human and goat. While she isn't saying it's the goatman itself, she is claiming that it's supernatural. The next clip was recorded by a group of friends driving down a remote forest road in the dead of night around 3 a.m. when they encountered something unsettling. They uploaded it on TikTok, where a girl claimed they were scared to the core after seeing what was happening and couldn't even interpret who or what it was by the side of the road. This is what their camera captured. A woman, acting strangely, appeared on the side of the road, moving in an unnerving manner. The driver, unwilling to stop, initially passed by, but became concerned and decided to return. By the time they returned, the woman was lying on the ground, prompting the group to call the police. Hours later, at 5 a.m., they returned to the same road and discovered something far stranger. The woman had emerged from the water deep in the forest. But why was she there? What was she doing at 3 a.m. in the middle of nowhere? Many questioned the woman who posted this video, and she revealed that she wasn't the only person who saw this woman or heard her cries. With everyone hearing the cries and the video being deemed legitimate, it raised the question, who was she and what was she doing there in the middle of the night? That's one question no one has been able to answer yet. It's late at night when a single mother, known as Brandy Nettleton, records her son's bedroom. She had been hearing noises coming from inside, but her son wasn't home at the time of the recording.
There's been a mimic here for a couple weeks. When my daughter's not here, I hear her say my name and she's not there. I ignore it because I know it's a mimic. I have seen it on here. My daughter's home, but my son's not home. My son is the only one that lives upstairs. The only one upstairs. All night since he's been gone, I keep hearing like the door close. Like it'll just shut. But
The audio cuts off during this time, something that often happens in the video, which, although strange, adds to the creepiness of the footage. But things only get creepier from here on out. Brandy is already freaked out by the noises she hears, but little does she know that she is about to capture something chilling on video. Moments after the audio cuts, this happens.
Fucking shit. I know you guys heard that. I hope I got that. Did you hear it?
It wasn't just weird sounds. When she tried to go and check if anyone was upstairs, she recorded this.
Oh my God, that scared me. And it sounds like somebody's walking around up there, and I got it on recording. Yes, hold me. Look at his door's moving. Okay, we're gonna go up there and I'm gonna show you guys nobody is in his room.
In a panic, Brandy and her daughter ran down the stairs to get away from what had just happened. There are two things worth pointing out about this clip. Brandy shuts the door after checking inside. You can hear the door clicking and latching into place after she closes it, but somehow it opens up again, as we just saw. For Brandy, this was a key indication that it wasn't a draft or an uneven door frame causing its movement. The second detail makes this even creepier. Just a day or two after this incident, Brandy's dog started acting strange.
Okay, someone told me next time it happens to make sure the fan is off. I have had the fan off because they thought maybe it was the fan making him want to jump up there. The fan is off, and the fan is off, and he's hearing something.
Pixie, the dog's name, would stare at the ceiling and start acting up out of nowhere. Keep in mind that the room you're seeing is below the floor where her son's bedroom is.
So, okay. Like, I just calmed him down, and he started going crazy again.
Pixie's strange behavior wasn't new. It had been happening ever since Brandy's sister moved out of the house. According to Brandy, her sister may have brought something into the house after using a Ouija board. But of course, nothing is confirmed. There have been a couple of videos updating people on Brandy's account. When she was giving a tour of the room again, this is what everyone heard.
Let me show you this. I really hate coming in here. Switches right here to this. Okay. So, again.
Despite her attempts to record and understand these happenings, the pieces don't quite fit together. Is it paranormal activity, or could there be another explanation? Meta Addison had been hearing these creepy stories about the Umatilla Reservation in the Pacific Northwest. Curiosity got the best of her, so she and her friends decided to check it out and see if there was any truth to the rumors. As they walked through the forest, everything seemed normal.
These guys are braver than me.
Suddenly, they started hearing these strange, eerie laughs echoing from deep within the trees. The laughter would start, then stop, and then start up again.
Oh no, it's right over there. No!
Now you might think, oh, it's just a hyena or some animal, right? But locals swear it's not. They say it's a sound like no other. Some think it's Bigfoot, while others believe witches are haunting these woods. Meta and her friends decided to test it out. They mimicked the laughter, hoping for a response. But the forest fell silent, completely still, as if even it was holding its breath. That was it for them. No way were they going any further. On October 3rd, 2019, a man was trekking through the forests of Ontario, Canada, out on a routine grouse hunt when something completely unexpected happened. As he moved deeper into the woods, he suddenly heard screams. Not just faint cries, but full-on, terrifying screams echoing through the trees. And these weren't just quick bursts. The screams lasted for a solid 5 minutes, filling the forest with an eerie, unshakable tension. Standing alone in the middle of nowhere, he listened, trying to process what could be making those sounds. Was it an animal? Is someone in distress? The forest offered no answers, only that haunting echo that lingered long after the sound stopped. The next one is about a man who dared to record in one of the most notorious haunted cemeteries in Mexico, which is all like a forest now. This footage, uploaded nearly 16 years ago, is considered one of the most convincing ghost sightings ever caught on camera. So, this guy, a TV reporter, went to the cemetery alone for a reality TV show. It's around 1:28 in the morning, when he starts hearing strange voices echoing through the graveyard. He zooms in to check it out, and sure enough, he spots someone. It looks like a young girl sitting by a grave, crying her heart out. But it's the middle of the night, and there's no way a little girl should be out there alone.
No seas idiota. ¿Qué es esto, güey?
Trying to figure out what's going on, he calls out to her. But as he does, his camera suddenly loses focus, blurring completely.
Amiga, ¿cómo te llamas? Amiga, niña.
The girl is still there, sobbing. But when the camera finally sharpens, she lifts her head and stares right at him. And what he sees is beyond terrifying. 2 glowing eyes staring into his soul and her face. That's it. The reporter doesn't wait another second. He takes off, running and shouting, hoping to shake off whatever he just saw.
¡Vengas, güey! ¡Vengas, güey! ¡Por favor!
To this day, people go back to that footage, watching it over and over to relive the fear and mystery. Paranormal experts who have studied the clip say it's one of the most compelling pieces of ghost evidence ever recorded. This one's been sending chills down people's spines ever since. So, a UK driver cruised down a quiet road just after 5 in the morning on October 28, 2022. It was dark. There was barely any light around, and the road was empty, or so it seemed. Then, as the car approaches, there it is, a figure, just standing right in the middle of the road. You have to look closely, but you can see it. No reaction at all. The car is coming straight at it, headlights on full beam, and this figure doesn't flinch, doesn't even move an inch. It's like it's not even there. Or maybe it's something else entirely. Who in their right mind would be just standing in the middle of a dark road at 5 in the morning with zero reaction to an oncoming car? Some people say that these figures are the spirits of people who died in road accidents, haunting the roads they once traveled, forever stuck in that moment. Whatever it was, no one's been able to figure it out. Let's embark on today's journey with a legend that refuses to die, the Bigfoot. Deep within a dense forest, our subject is surrounded by thick vegetation. A constant knocking sound echoes through the trees. He mentions that some birds in the area can make such noises, but curiosity drives him to investigate. About 150 feet away, he spots something extraordinary, a figure that can only be described as a sasquatch or Bigfoot. Remaining remarkably calm, he continues recording, capturing every detail. The creature, seemingly oblivious to his presence, carries on with its activity. After some time, it rises and moves away, never having noticed the observer. Intrigued, the man approaches the spot where it was sitting. He finds a log still warm to the touch and stones used to crush nuts. Apples, some half-eaten, are scattered around. This sighting adds another chapter to the enduring legend of Bigfoot. Stories of this elusive giant have circulated for centuries, with tales of large ape-like creatures roaming the forests of North America. Skeptics dismiss them as folklore or misidentifications, while believers point to sightings and physical evidence, like footprints and nests. This encounter reminds us of the mysteries our world still holds. Whether you're a skeptic or a believer, the possibility of such creatures lurking in the wild sparks our imagination and curiosity. What else might be out there, hidden in the depths of the forest, waiting to be discovered? Keep your eyes open and your camera ready. You never know when you might stumble upon the unknown. You're out in the wilderness, hiking or camping. What are you looking for? Peace, quiet, some time alone with your thoughts, right? The serenity of nature. Well, this hiker got anything but that.
Whoa! Go! Go away!
Imagine this. You're enjoying the scenery, minding your own business, and bam! You're being stalked by a massive black bear. Talk about a reality check. Nature has a funny way of reminding us who's really in charge out here. This is the kind of stuff nightmares are made of. Our man here, though, he's a legend. Nerves of steel, I tell you. He's not panicking. He's not turning his back on the bear. He's keeping his eyes locked on it, backing away slowly, armed with a big stick, just in case. The bear keeps coming. He keeps shouting.
Go! Get!
And then, clip cuts off. Talk about a cliffhanger. We're left wondering, did he make it? I sure hope so. But this isn't just about a close call with a bear. There's a much bigger lesson here. Lesson 1. This is what happens when we mess with wild spaces. Bears and other animals need their territory. They're not the intruders. We are. We've got to learn to coexist and show some respect for the wild. Lesson 2. This guy is my new hero. Seriously, how many of us would freaked out and run? Which, by the way, is the worst thing you can do in this situation. He stayed calm and collected, and that probably saved his life. It reminds me of that famous quote from Will Smith's character in After Earth. Fear is not real. It is a product of thoughts you create. Do not misunderstand me. Danger is very real, but fear is a choice. Have you ever wondered what goes bump in the night? Well, this clip might just give you chills. Here we have an ordinary commercial facility, a factory or warehouse perhaps. Nothing seems amiss. But then, the security camera captures something unusual. A white, smoky figure emerges from a distant door. It moves casually for a few moments, then simply disappears. The owner has no idea what it is, as the facility was supposed to be empty. So, What was that? A spectral visitor? An interdimensional traveler? Could it pose a threat? What are its intentions? It's unsettling to ponder what other unseen phenomena might exist around us. Even more chilling, what happens when we're not watching? Or worse, when we're asleep? Could there be more of these entities slipping in and out of our reality? This clip leaves us with a lingering question. What else lurks in the shadows, just beyond our perception? Imagine checking your home's security footage and finding something truly bizarre. That's exactly what happened here. A security camera at the front door of a house captured this strange flickering light. It's almost like a flame, but it seems to be burning on, or attached to something unseen, hovering in the air. Its shape is constantly changing, like sentient green goo from the movie Flubber. But this is bright white, like a burning flame. It moves fluidly, morphing at random. So what could it be? Trick of the light? Some kind of electrical interference? Or could it be something more mysterious? An unexplained natural phenomenon, or even a paranormal entity? Security cameras can be somewhat scary when you think about what they might capture. Is ignorance truly bliss? Sometimes not knowing makes us feel safer. But here's the real question. Would you rather know and be scared, or remain in the dark and feel safe? So next time you check your security footage, remember, you might see more than you bargained for. Ever seen a heist go down in a grocery store? Well, here's a tale that's more amusing than alarming. In a cozy neighborhood market, a woman completes her shopping. Her items are weighed and bagged, and she leaves cash on the scale for the cashier. However, the cashier becomes momentarily distracted, leaving the money unattended. Enter our unexpected thief, a small bird. It flies in and perches right on the weigh scale. The shopper, clearly amused, reaches out to pet the little visitor, but just then the bird snatches the cash and flies away. Everyone's amused, and the cashier rushes to retrieve the stolen note. Meanwhile, the shopper collects her belongings and departs, waving goodbye to the cashier. Whether the cashier managed to recover the money remains a mystery. But one thing is certain, that bird was an endearing little bandit. Who would thought a bird could pull off such a heist? Sometimes the most unexpected things can bring a smile to our faces. So next time you're at the store, keep an eye out. You never know when a feathered thief might swoop in. Visiting the zoo is usually a calm and educational experience, but sometimes nature reminds us just how unpredictable it can be. It's the San Diego Zoo. Visitors chatting and watching a gorilla sitting peacefully in the sun. Everything seems perfectly ordinary, right? Then, out of nowhere, another gorilla rushes aggressively from behind the trees, charging straight at the glass. The sitting gorilla notices the impending chaos and runs towards the glass, almost as if trying to intercept the aggressor. But it's too late. With a powerful slam, the aggressive gorilla hits the glass, and we hear a loud thud. People panic and shout. The camera view is obstructed by the crowd, and then we see it, shattered glass, chilling reminder of the gorilla's strength. Behind the broken barrier, a gorilla walks casually. This incident is a stark reminder that animals, even in captivity, are wild and unpredictable. Zoos offer us a glimpse into their world, but it's essential to remember that these creatures belong in the wild. Their natural behaviors and immense strength can surprise and even endanger us. If you're as fascinated by Bigfoot as I am, then prepare to get excited because this clip from Provo, Utah, might just make your heart skip a beat. Recorded by a hiker deep in the woods of Provo, Utah, this video captures what appears to be a strange Bigfoot-like creature roaming the wilderness. In the footage, we see a towering figure moving through the trees in the distance, dwarfing the nearby vegetation. Also, covered in thick black fur, the creature's size is truly staggering, and its movement is unmistakably humanoid. While some skeptics might argue that it could be an ape or gorilla, the key distinction lies in the creature's massive size and distinctly humanoid posture and walk. So, I believe there's genuine authenticity to this video, and this hiker may have captured one of the rarest sightings ever recorded of the legendary Bigfoot. This next clip, resembling something straight out of an alien movie, has left netizens buzzing with confusion and a touch of disgust.
That is so crazy.
Yeah, what you just witnessed wasn't from outer space, but a creature found in a cave in Texas. In this video captured by a cave explorer, we're greeted with multiple gooey masses of creatures sprawled across the cave floor. These creatures don't have a specific body shape, but rather a web-like periphery that expands, contracts, and morphs into different forms. There are several of them scattered about, each taking on a unique shape, one elongated and wriggling like a worm, while others pulsate and undulate. As for their texture, it's all gooey, slimy, and downright bizarre. I don't know what the heck these creatures are, but I'm hoping the explorer decides to leave them be. The last thing we need is for these slimy critters to venture out of their cave and into our world. There's a common belief that if you live near woods and hear strange screams for help at night, it's best to call the police because some person might be in trouble. However, that is not always the case. A homeowner recently uploaded a video on Facebook capturing the eerie noises emanating from the nearby woods. Intrigued, he ventured out to investigate further, only to discover that the voices sounded like a human yelling for help, but accompanied by unsettling growls. Some viewers suggested the possibility of skinwalkers, beings known for transforming into other living forms to deceive and lure unsuspecting individuals. It is also especially known that skinwalkers try to imitate voices. However, they are not very good at it. Just listen again. In such a situation, the best course of action is to call the police, allowing trained professionals to assess and handle the situation appropriately. Ever heard of the Michigan monster legend, the Dogman? Well, if you haven't, this video is about to give you a glimpse of what it's like to have one in your area. The footage shows a street, and the guy eagerly zooms in on something in the distance. You can clearly see there's this dog-like creature jumping around in a really strange way. As the creature leaps, you can see its legs and arms, which look like a mix between a human and a dog. According to the guy recording, this creature appeared to be on the hunt in the neighborhood, making all kinds of scary sounds.
Fuck is that?
I used to think that dogmen were just myths, but after watching this video, I've got to admit, it's adding another thing to my to-fear list. A hiker was exploring the deep woods of Lucas, Canada, when he stumbled upon a truly strange and captivating sight. Deep within the forest, he spotted something big and dark in the distance, prompting him to start recording. At first glance, the creature in the video seemed like a large bear, but upon closer inspection, it became clear that it wasn't a bear at all. It was something entirely different. This mysterious creature boasted a thick coat of dark brown fur, giving it a massive and humanoid appearance. Its demeanor appeared rugged, and it seemed aware of the camera's presence. After a while, it nonchalantly walked away. Considering all these characteristics, it's reasonable to think that this creature resembles what many of us refer to as Bigfoot. Bigfoots are known to avoid being recorded or observed by people, choosing to reside in densely wooded areas. Moreover, to me, the video doesn't seem to be a hoax, as the creature's movements and appearance appeared far too natural to be fake. Do you believe in aliens? Well, if you're not sure, this video might just make you reconsider. It's from a farmer who stumbled upon something intriguing in his farm soil. At first, the creature he discovered seems like a regular worm, but then it does something really surprising. It shoots out a white root-like thing from its front, resembling something you'd see in an alien movie. This root attaches itself to the farmer's hand, and after a few seconds, the creature sucks the white substance back in. To me, it looks like this white substance might be the insides of the worm, and it's as if the worm threw its insides out on the farmer's hand, and then sucked it all back in. It's a truly bizarre sight, and I have no idea if this creature is from our world. If you know anything about it, feel free to share in the comments. Encountering something unknown or strange can be unsettling, but being stalked by it takes fear to a whole new level. In this video from a hiker, we get a glimpse of distant bushes with something lurking within. This mysterious creature keeps peeking its head out, observing and following the cameraman's every move. From its appearance, the creature seems quite humanoid, with an all-white body. When it peeks, we notice it has no hair and lacks typical human features, except for its nose, ears, and eyes. The creature also appears tall, easily peering over the tall bushes. It's genuinely frightening to witness something unknown, especially when you can't identify it at first. Towards the end of the video, the creature reveals itself to the hiker, causing the hiker to startle and quickly bolt away from the scene. Exploring abandoned houses can lead to some unforgettable experiences, and that's exactly what unfolds in this video. The camera captures a massive house with a creepy, old haunted atmosphere. As the cameraman explores, something catches his attention passing by a second-floor window, sending a shiver down his spine.
Yo, what the f is that? What the f is that?
Moments later, the mysterious figure reappears. Upon slowing down the footage, it becomes apparent that this creature is remarkably tall, only revealing its body covered in what appears to be black fur. Some viewers speculate that it might be a Bigfoot inhabiting the abandoned house, but I doubt it, considering Bigfoots typically prefer secluded, dense woods to hide rather than dwelling in houses. Regardless of what it was, my advice to the explorer is to leave the house undisturbed. After all, it seems someone or something else has already claimed it. Many believe that dogs can perceive things beyond human senses, and this video serves as evidence of that notion. The footage captures a group of dogs barking fervently into the darkness, clearly alarmed by something lurking in the distance. The cameraman then directs our attention to where the dogs are focused, revealing the head of a tall figure standing behind the stairs. This enigmatic figure remains still for a moment, and its towering presence becomes evident. After a while, the figure emerges from behind the stairs, revealing a humanoid, ghost-like creature with a hunched back. Due to the darkness, the details of its appearance remain unclear, but the overall impression is undeniably terrifying. The dog's agitation and fear now seem entirely justified in the face of this eerie presence. This video originates from India and captures a startling moment of a real ghost sighting, as recorded by a biker. The footage showcases a mountain road with a breathtaking landscape below. As the bike moves forward, the camera captures a figure standing on the roadside, a ghostly apparition of a girl in a white dress with long hair obscuring her entire face. This ghostly presence remains still, seemingly waiting for someone passing by to stop, perhaps so it can carry out some kind of action. Stories suggest that these ghosts are the spirits of individuals who met with accidents on that road and now haunt it by appearing in this manner. It's a genuinely chilling sight, and the fact that it all unfolded in broad daylight adds an extra layer of fear to the encounter. Here's another intriguing piece of evidence that suggests the existence of aliens. This video, captured in Norway at night, reveals a meteor-like object traveling through the sky. What makes it even more fascinating is the dense, glowing smoke trail it leaves behind. After some time, the object shoots upward, causing the smoke to disperse and appear separated from its main body. The camera zooms in, revealing a glowing object within this smoky formation. As this glowing object moves further, it emits another similar object, surrounded by its own peculiar smoke rings. It's a spectacle of unusual occurrences, filling the entire sky with its captivating light and smoke display. Some viewers believe these were alien ships, but I lean towards the idea that it could be a military experiment, perhaps a missile test, creating this mesmerizing show in the sky. This video originates from a village church where locals reported hearing strange noises at night. Concerned, they called in a paranormal investigator who set up cameras and motion detectors inside the church for the night. Upon reviewing the footage in the morning, they were startled by what they discovered. As the video begins, a hunched figure swiftly moves in the distance, accompanied by a loud and chilling growl that echoes throughout the church. The ghostly presence is unmistakable, and after it passes, its shadow lingers for a moment before disappearing from sight. The revelation from this footage sheds light on the source of the eerie noises and screams heard in the church. Given the unsettling nature of the discovery, it might be time for the villagers to seek the assistance of a pastor or a higher authority to perform an exorcism on the church. Imagine playing an RPG game and casually strolling around when, in the distance, you spot a glowing light on a mountain, triggering thoughts of a new quest. Well, this video from Essex, UK, captures a real-life version of that scenario.
What is it? Towers of light or something.
The footage reveals a distant mountain, adorned with mysterious glowing lights, almost as if the gods are presenting us with a side quest. These lights are not only sizable, but also seem to move around, giving them an almost alive quality. The scene is both beautiful and unsettling, leaving us in awe yet questioning the source of these enigmatic lights. While a plausible explanation could be a fire, with the surrounding fog creating the illusion, the true nature of these lights remains unknown. What are your thoughts? Have you ever seen Gollum from the Hobbit movie? There's a TikTok video claiming to have spotted a real-life golem in the forest. The footage shows a wooded area, and in the distance, there's a humanoid figure moving around. This creature resembles a blend of a monkey and a human, specifically like Gollum from the movie. The hiker recording the video managed to capture the creature again, but this time it was up in the trees. Just like the golem in the movies, this creature effortlessly leaped from one tree to another. Could it be that this real-life golem is searching for the ring in the forest? Imagine you're out for a walk, and you get this feeling that someone or something might be following you. You might brush it off as just a passing thought. But what if it's not? There's a video that comes from a home security camera showing a backyard fence that seems a bit beaten up. However, the real focus is on the face peeking through the gaps in that worn-out fence. This face is really strange and eerie. It's like a mix of human and ape, covered in a thick layer of black fur. It's just staring right into the backyard of the house. Some might say it looks like Bigfoot, but we can't be sure since only the face is visible. After a while, this mysterious creature just walks away. I know some say it is Bigfoot, but from all the videos I have seen, this one looks way different. The face looks skeletal-like, nothing we'd expect from a Bigfoot. So what was this creature? What were its motives? Why was it staring inside the house like that? There are many unanswered questions. When it comes to danger, there are always signs before something happens, and this video shows a warning that's as clear as it gets. Don't come inside. Don't go. This chilling video comes from a cave explorer in the Philippines. As he prepares to enter a cave, he captures a set of glowing eyes staring back at him from the darkness. These eerie eyes are fixed directly on the camera, and from their height, we can tell that whatever creature they belong to is quite tall. The distance between those eyes suggests it has a wide face as well. My guess? It's probably a bear. But the way it's staring right into our souls is downright terrifying. If I were the cave explorer, that would definitely be the last time I stood in front of a cave entrance. That's for sure. A couple got into a verbal argument, and after things cooled down, they went to sleep on the couch. But while she was sleeping, the security camera captured something. As the wife lay on the couch, the camera recorded an unusual orb flying around the house. This orb was unlike anything you'd expect. It didn't look like a dust particle. It just appeared out of nowhere. The very next day, they woke up feeling happy, but later that night, the camera caught something eerie once again. As they were out, a rocking chair started to rock on its own, followed by couch cushions moving around. There was no one visible in the video, yet the chair and cushions were moving as if possessed, according to the homeowner and viewers of this video. This might be a poltergeist. If that's the case, I recommend the couple just get the hell out of there and settle their arguments somewhere else. Walking through a forest, you encounter trees of all shapes and sizes, but nothing can compare to the horrifying appearance of the devil tree from Oxygen Park.
Channel. Today we are seeing this devil tree in this Oxygen Park.
This chilling video comes from India, uploaded by a little girl on her YouTube channel. In the footage, she walks through the park excitedly mentioning that she's at Oxygen Park, where the infamous devil tree resides. As she pans the camera towards a strange tree, the name Devil Tree suddenly makes perfect sense. This tree is downright creepy, featuring long, skinny arms and legs, along with a twisted, woody face that looks like it's carved to send shivers down your spine. Whoever created this masterpiece certainly knew how to evoke fear. We see families posing for pictures beneath this eerie tree, but it feels like a tree monster is looming over them. Everything seems fine during the day, but imagine stumbling upon this devil tree alone at night. I bet you wouldn't even be able to scream. When it comes to space, there are still countless mysteries we haven't unraveled, like this bizarre phenomenon captured by a space station in the next video.
It's as if some
What in the world is that? This startling video, recorded on November 22nd, 2020, comes from a space station that captured something truly strange. In the footage, we see a long, unusual object floating in the sky. If it were on Earth, it could be anything, but in the vastness of space, it raises some serious questions. As the video progresses, this mysterious object splits into two before seamlessly joining back together again, and just as quickly as it appears, it vanishes, leaving us with more questions than answers. Some viewers are claiming it's an unknown flying object, but I find myself skeptical. Could it be camera glare? Or is there something more to this sighting? If it's not just a trick of the light, then we might be looking at some alien signal or an unknown phenomenon beyond our understanding. This next video shows a ghost with some serious issues. Maybe it has a grudge against the laundry shop owner or just plain hates the place.
No way. No way. Jim.
Send me the video when you...
Oh, I'm gonna.
The best is when the other one...
What you just witnessed comes from a security camera at a laundry shop, and it features some seriously eerie, ghostly activity. In the footage, we see the shop owner reviewing the security recordings, revealing a row of washing machines stacked and lined up. Suddenly, one of the columns begins to move all on its own. Then, as if to join the chaos, another column follows suit, both machines moving independently without any apparent explanation. Sure, some might argue the machines were loose or left running, but that sudden, abrupt movement is downright bizarre. What do you think? Is this a ghostly prank or just a freaky coincidence? Darkness can be a place of tranquility for some, but for others it conceals unspeakable terrors. It harbors creatures that shy away from the light, and one of the most fitting homes for these entities is the subway, as this next video intriguingly reveals. There it is. This video comes from the Knightsbridge London Underground subway. As the footage begins, the station appears nearly empty, casting an eerie atmosphere. But as the cameraman slowly pans towards the tunnel, something unexpected emerges. By slowing down and zooming in, you can catch a glimpse of a figure peeking from the shadows of the tunnel for just a split second. The darkness and the creature's rapid appearance make it challenging to discern its features, but it seems to possess a humanoid posture with an alien-like body. Whatever this being is, it lurks in the depths of the tunnel, hiding for reasons only it, and perhaps some ancient lore, could explain. The fear of going to the beach is real. Not just because of the waves that might sweep you away, but due to the lurking creatures beneath the surface, like the one in this video. That's massive. This video was recorded by a beachgoer who spotted the arrival of a colossal monster. In the footage, we can see a gigantic serpent-like creature swimming toward the shore. This thing is enormous. Not just an anaconda-sized, but a true sea monster. However, the creature looks a bit unrealistic when compared to its surroundings, raising questions about its authenticity. Strikingly, despite the looming presence of this beast, the people in the background seem utterly unfazed, with no visible reaction to the spectacle. Even if it appears fake, the idea of such a beast roaming freely in the ocean is downright chilling, to say the least. Back in the day, a video made its rounds on Facebook, sparking intrigue even among experts and staunch Bigfoot deniers. The low-quality footage unveils a jungle setting with dense bushes, and amidst them, a black, gorilla-like creature casually strolls at a distance. While resembling a primitive figure from afar, Its posture and humanoid walk raise eyebrows. This creature stands impressively tall, possibly reaching 7 to 8 feet, and its manner of walking suggests a humanoid gait. The video captures the alleged Bigfoot creature drinking water from a river, and even in this activity, its actions appear surprisingly human-like. The wildlife photographer who filmed this footage insisted it was the elusive Bigfoot. The video's legitimacy seems plausible, given its age and the creature's seamless integration with the environment, ruling out suspicions of computer-generated imagery. However, I am a bit skeptical considering the possibility of someone donning a Bigfoot suit. What are your thoughts on this intriguing footage? Want to see a creature straight out of a science fiction flick? Look no further than this video, recorded by a fisherman who stumbled upon a truly bizarre specimen caught in his nets. At first glance, the creature appears snake-like, but as the camera zooms in on its wet and gooey body, a weird detail emerges. Tiny legs covering its entire length, moving rapidly. This creature boasts a lengthy, snake-like body adorned with countless tiny legs, giving it an uncanny appearance. What's more, the creature seems to lack a discernible face, and its coiled position obscures the beginning of its body. It's almost as if it's a fusion of a snake and a centipede. The way its body jiggles as those minuscule legs propel it forward is both disgusting and eerie. While there could be a rational explanation, perhaps attributing it to a rare or mutated centipede, the video leaves room for the imagination to consider the possibility that this creature might be something utterly alien and grotesque from another world. I absolutely hate driving late at night on those desolate shortcut roads, not because of burglars or bandits, but because of the terrifying possibility of something like this happening. Thank God he didn't stop. This video you just saw comes from an Indian driver who was cruising through a forest road late at night. In the footage, he's driving in the rain, capturing the eerie calm of the surroundings. Everything seems peaceful at first until the camera catches something standing by the roadside, extending its long arm to signal for a ride. The driver, sensing something off, doesn't stop and just keeps driving, and the video ends there. From what we see, this figure appears humanoid, but that arm is way too long. Seriously, if we pause the video, just take a look at its skin color, and that unnaturally long arm. Whatever it was, I can't even begin to imagine what would have happened if this guy had decided to stop. Trust me, after watching this next video, you might find yourself second-guessing even your car's exhaust. This video was recorded by a car owner who was in the process of giving their vehicle a nice wash. In the footage, the backseat door is open, and as the camera pans inside, we see what looks like an exhaust pipe going through the door. But here's the twist. That's not an exhaust pipe at all. The real problem is that the exhaust pipe shouldn't be going through there. What we're actually looking at is a massive snake. Yes, this slithery creature found its way into the car body through some opening. Its unique color and texture make it look almost camouflaged against the interior, adding to the shock factor. So, the next time you wash your car, keep an eye out because you never know what might be lurking inside. This next video shows what a solar eclipse looks like from Earth when it's at full power. It's almost otherworldly. Amazing, right? This video comes from a solar eclipse watch party, capturing this incredible sight. In the footage, we see hundreds of people gathered to witness the event. And then it happens, the moon moves directly in front of the sun, and suddenly, everything goes dark. The sunlight vanishes as if someone flipped off your room's bulb. Even though it's daytime, the surroundings are completely shrouded in darkness, leaving everyone in awe. It's pretty cool to think about how our world works, and that events like this can happen right before our eyes. We've got another jaw-dropping wonder from nature, straight out of Minnesota. Imagine needing to escape bad weather, but instead of moving cities, you just walk out the other door. In this clip, we see a garage with heavy rain pouring down. But wait, look through the other door. It's a bright sunny day. Let's replay that. Torrential downpour on one side and clear, sunny skies on the other. It's like having a weather portal right in your garage. Who needs Doctor Strange's sling ring when Minnesota's weather can give you a magical doorway? Nature's full of surprises, isn't it? Would you step into the rain or bask in the sunshine? If you got so far in the video, it means you're a dedicated viewer. Thank you. And if you subscribe and hit the bell button, I promise to keep posting these for you to enjoy. People say the witching hour between 2 and 3 in the morning is when the truly terrifying creatures emerge. Well, this home security camera footage might just prove it. This chilling video comes from a home security camera that captured a truly bizarre and frightening creature lurking near the house. The camera is focused on the fence when something unnatural appears in the tall grass. This thing looks almost human, but its skin is entirely white, and it has this creepy way of peering into the camera. It seems to know it's being watched, constantly checking to see if the camera is on it. The homeowner was understandably terrified after seeing this. Honestly, if I saw that thing lurking around my house, I'd be packing my bags for the suburbs the next day. Being out on the ocean, spotting another boat is a huge relief. It means there's human presence out there, but that sense of comfort turns to terror when you see a boat upside down, and there's no one around.
Not something you see every day, right there. That's a weird feeling. Got the FLs, marked its location.
This footage was captured by a group of fishermen during their routine fishing trip. About 50 miles from shore, they encountered something truly bizarre. In the video, you can see something floating towards them. At first glance, it looks like a giant, menacing jellyfish. But a closer look reveals a large, capsized boat with no one on board. It's chilling to see this vessel upside down, 50 miles out at sea, with absolutely nothing else in sight for miles. The fishermen did the right thing by noting the boat's registration number and location, and reporting it to the Coast Guard. Let's hope everyone on board is safe. This incident makes me wonder why boats aren't painted orange on the bottom. It would be much easier to spot them from a distance in case of an emergency, compared to this color. Nanny cams are lifesavers. They let us keep an eye on our little ones when we can't be there. But sometimes they capture stuff that's downright bizarre and terrifying.
But check this out.
Tell me that doesn't look like someone standing in the room. So, okay. Nothing, right? Like, what the f? Definitely something in there.
You saw that, right? This video is from a guy babysitting his nephew while his aunt was out of town. What he saw on the nanny cam freaked him the hell out. In the video, he says he's not sure if he's losing his mind, but he saw something on the camera in his nephew's room. He goes into the room, checks everywhere, the bathroom, under the bed, behind the table, but finds nothing. Back in the living room, he checks the nanny cam again, and there it is, a shadow standing in front of the camera, behind a plushie. The shadow doesn't move at all, and it's only visible on the camera, which is super creepy. It looks like a small humanoid shape. I'm leaning towards this being a glitch in the nanny cam, like it couldn't handle shadows properly, and created that weird image. But if that's not it, then what the hell was it? I love going to the beach. There's something so calming about the sun, the sound of the waves. It's mesmerizing. But after seeing this video, I'm not sure I'll ever want to go back.
Look at these guys. I don't know if you can tell, but they're crackling and they're moving.
This TikTok video shows just how versatile beach sand can be when it comes to holding creatures. The girl starts by zooming in on a patch of pebbles, which looks pretty normal at first, but then she scrapes them off, revealing a horrifying mass of maggots. They were all over the pebbles, perfectly camouflaged. She even says you can hear them moving, which is incredibly eerie. She goes on to discover weird seashells, teeth, and a tiny hermit crab, and the final surprise, a pile of mermaids' purses, which look like strange sea bats. I never imagined finding all this stuff on a beach. After watching this, I don't think I'll be sunbathing anytime soon. We usually picture mermaids as enchanting, half-human, half-fish creatures, but this video from a ship worker will completely change your mind.
What are those? Oh my god!
This ship worker captured some seriously disturbing footage. While at sea, he spotted strange disturbances in the water, like something was just below the water surface and was chasing the ship. The video shows two mysterious creatures swimming alongside the vessel at incredible speed. But that's not all. Listen to those eerie, distant screams.
I hear him. Where's he at? What the f is that noise, bro? What is that noise?
It sounds like a woman in distress. Those screams echo through the night, matching the terrifying sight of those creatures following the ship. People in the comments are convinced these are sirens, mythical creatures known for luring sailors to their deaths with enchanting songs. But honestly, those sounds were pure horror. If I ever heard something like that in the middle of the ocean, I'd be sailing away as fast as possible. If you are enjoying this so far, consider subscribing. It really helps me keep this channel going. Just like our oceans, our land, especially the jungles, holds uncharted territories that could be home to all sorts of mysterious creatures. This terrifying video might just prove it. What in the world is making that noise? This footage comes from a group of hikers who stumbled upon a truly terrifying situation. As they ventured deeper into the woods, they heard a bone-chilling sound, a mix of a deep growl and a blood-curdling scream. It sounded like something straight out of a nightmare. The hikers decided they'd had enough adventure for one day and turned back. So, what was that creature? I did some digging and found out that animals like mountain lions and elk can make similar sounds. I'm putting my money on elk, as there are plenty of videos online showing them making noises just like this one. Even if it was just an elk, it was enough to scare off even the bravest hikers. Amusement park rides are a blast, until you're dangling upside down, hundreds of feet above the ground.
Yeah. Give me my phone right now.
This video comes from Oaks, amusement park, where a day of fun turned into a terrifying ordeal. A ride at the park in Portland came to a screeching halt, leaving 28 people suspended upside down, 100 feet in the air. This wasn't supposed to happen. It was a terrifying and life-threatening situation. Park staff called for help, but before emergency responders arrived, they managed to get the ride back on the ground and safely evacuate everyone. Can you imagine being stuck upside down like that? Your brain would probably short-circuit. After seeing this, I'd think twice about ever going on a ride like that again. No thanks. I'm good with my feet firmly planted on the ground. For more captivating content like this, click here. Thank you for tuning in.